Alright, so this is Toasty Talk 23. There's somebody doing the mowing the grass outside, so we're gonna keep this short here, and then I'm gonna go in my room and we'll do the rest of this. But I'm basically, what we're gonna do in here is just talk about some records, and then I'm gonna get in my room and we'll talk about the rest of the stuff that I wanna talk about. So first things first, let's see what I got. Oh man, yeah, we're gonna talk about that one for sure. We're gonna talk about this one for sure. Let's see here. Is that it? I think that's it for now. Okay. Ooh! Yeah, I don't talk about that one either. That should be it. Okay. We're gonna talk about these. And then I'm gonna move. I guarantee you can hear this. It sounds terrible. Honestly, I might just take it in my room at this point, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just do that. Because this is bad. Ooh. Alright, come with me. I'm gonna have to come back and get my phone. But I can do that. You're gonna have to sit in this pitch blackness for a minute, so excuse me. And I'll come back. Hello? Now we got birds chirping outside. There we go. I hadn't filmed one here in a minute, yo. I'm not gonna lie. And now I'm sitting here getting some dang emails talking about some... Okay, I'll have to look at that later. Alright, the lighting in here sucks. So sorry. Honestly, bro, I might need to get like a TV tray, low-key. I'm not even gonna lie to you, yo. I'm gonna come back. Alright, we back, boys. Wait, is this on 60? It wasn't 60. Okay, so first things first. We got, I'm stunting on them, as you can see. I'm balling on them now. Graduation gift. So I'm stunting on them. Before we even start, we have the month of April, like, total. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what that is. Books, 0. We fixed that, though. Albums, 23. Not great. Games, nothing. 15 comics, 7 movies, which we'll get to those. 3 shows, seasons. 16 hockey games, 1 wrestling match, 3 wrestling pay-per-views, 2 wrestling TVs. So we got some wrestling done this month, which is new. So yeah, let me go back to where I stopped. Okay. So I got this, I got this like homes department thing at my community college because I'm graduating in like a couple days. My mom put them up on the wall, which is kind of embarrassing, but as you can see, I'm in the Hall of Fame, which is kind of sweet. So that's cool. I already told you guys about that, but it's nice to be recognized, I guess. This is I'm Mr. Holmes, cause I mean that's a I can't even think of the word I'm trying to think of now, dude. What is that saying? It's like, oh, flex. That's a flex right there, cuz, for the rest of my life. Mr. Holmes, cuz. Mr. HCC, cuz. Alright, so, we're going to talk about a bunch of records. Let me talk about the albums I did first. So I did Everything Falls Apart and Zen Arcade by Husker Du, which is like a really good band. Like I actually really, they're like just OG punk, really cool band. I enjoyed everything I listened to by them. They're just super dope, super rad. So I enjoyed them a lot. I was like walking around. I went and ate some pizza, and then I went to Walmart, and I was just like listening to those records because I had never heard them before in my little earbuds, and I was like, this rules. These dudes are sweet. So that was a good day. Then I did I Will Become by Convictions, was their second record. I did First Two 7 Inches by Minor Threat. I had to skip most of the songs because they're crazy, but I did the ones I could do. The lyrics to that record were kind of nuts, so I couldn't do all of them. Punk, super fun, super fast. Convictions is a Christian metalcore band. They're really good, like one of the best I've ever heard. To be honest, they're amazing. And then I did Virtue Has Few Friends by 1,000 Times Repent, which that album is like one of the heaviest metalcore albums that I've ever listened to. The singer is really good though. Like the last song on the album is like all instrumental. It's like acoustic, and it's actually a really good song. Like I could like feel the anointing on that track. It was actually really solid. So definitely check them out. I mean, if you're into the metalcore scene, you can check them out. I enjoyed it. Then we got to some good stuff. Oh yeah, I gotta go grab another record, yo. Okay, well I'll go back and get that in a minute. I missed out on one of the records. I did Gracie Binion or Binion or whatever the heck it is. She's also MDSN formerly, which is all caps. I did a bunch of her stuff. I did I Miss You, which is an album, and then I did her self-titled EP. I did a bunch of her singles. She's awesome. She's really good. She has a song called Dangerous, which is real like punky and kind of alternate. She's kind of like an alternate kind of indie Christian artist, and I really love her stuff. Everything I've heard by her, I love. So if you're looking for something like that, she's definitely a great one. I've talked about 15,000 indie Christian bands on this channel, so but that's one I've never heard, and I really loved it. So yeah, I also did "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd, and I have the vinyl, but I forgot to bring it in here. I haven't been able to watch as much hockey as I wanted because I've been real busy. So I've only been able to do the Utah Vegas series, which I watched game 4 and 5. Since then, I also did Tampa Bay and Montreal game 2, which is really old now. But I haven't watched game 6 yet of the Vegas one. I'm pretty much just gonna watch the Vegas series. I think all the teams I wanted to go through got eliminated. If you saw the last ones I talked about, Ottawa's out, LA's out. So Vegas is pretty much the only team. Bruins are out. So Vegas is really the only team I care about seeing go through. I like the Habs a lot, but I just don't. I haven't been watching their games as much because I just like I know their players really well, and so it's like I don't really have to watch the games if that makes any sense. But I really like Vegas, so I want to see them go through. So I've been watching a lot of their games. And they won the last couple. Dorofeyev got a hat trick in game 5, so that was pretty awesome to see. And they won the series, so that's nice. I also did, let's see. Oh, Haste the Day made Dissenter. Their new album finally came out. I've been listening to their singles every time they make one. Like every time they make a release a new song, I've been listening to them. They finally released their full record, and it's an amazing record. So that's another kind of Christian metalcore band, but I would really recommend them. Solid State Records, like Tooth and Nail, same thing pretty much. Um, I love Tooth and Nail, I love Solid State, I love Face Down, I love Capital Christian, like any of those. And Haste the Day is probably my favorite Christian metalcore band. Convictions is really good. Idle Threat is really good, but they're not metalcore. But and they have a new record coming out too this month, really soon. So I'm excited about that one as well. But very good record, very very good record. The whole thing is great. And then I did Come and See by Tori Deshawn, which he's a member of Idle Threat, Indie Tribe. I mean, and I listened to that one, the deluxe one, and I loved that as well. I like Indie Tribe a lot, and so I was like, I'm gonna listen to that, and I really liked it. So that was a good one. So now I'm gonna talk about. Oh, I also did Rumors by Fleetwood Mac, just so I can get the record. That was really the only reason, just so I can buy the vinyl, because I never heard it. I'd seen that record everywhere I went, but I never listened to it. I really, really liked that record. I also did 1999 by Prince, which I wasn't huge on. Like the lyrics to that album are like insane. Like they're genuinely insane. obviously we know Purple Rain was what created the parental guidance stickers on music with Darlin' Nikki. But like, if I don't know how 1999 didn't get one of those, because like the whole album is basically just Darlin' Nikki. Like, it's insane. So yeah, that one was crazy. Now we can talk about vinyls. I'm missing one, but I'll go get it. It's a Pink Floyd one. But before we talk about that, we can talk about these that I picked up since the last time we talked. We got Nutshell by Alice in Chains. This junk is amazing. Um, Dude, I had never listened to this whole thing. I'd only done the. I love how the back is. It's like all the lyrics like weird, so you gotta like flip it to look at them. But I've done I Stay Away and Nutshell, and those are the only two songs that I'd ever heard off of this. But I was like, those are two really really good songs, and so I was like, I'm just gonna get it, just because I love those tracks. And when it started playing Rotten Apple, when I put that thing on the turntable, I was like, this is amazing. I've listened to it twice, the vinyl, and it's easily one of my best vinyls I own. So that's I mean, who doesn't know that's a good record? Obviously, Alice in Chains rules, but man, that's a good record. It is an outstanding record. So yeah, that's a amazing one. And then I left I Wish You Were Here in there. I'm gonna go grab it real quick and I'll come back. All right, so here's I Wish You Were Here. Shine On You Crazy Diamond. Both like halves of that junk are outstanding, and yeah, I mean, I really don't have much to say about it. It's a wonderful record. I mean, it really is. And then you got Welcome to the Machine too, which is a really good song. I like every song on this album. There's only like 4, but every song on this album is good. But I heard the entirety of Shine On You Crazy Diamond. So when I saw, and I've always seen this album cover, but I never listened to the whole thing. And when I saw it, I got it. And I was like, yeah. So this was a really good one. I love that one as well. Then I went to go see Michael in the theater with my mom. She was like begging me to go see it, and I was kind of hesitant. I'm not a huge fan of movies. Like, when I say that, I don't mean I don't like movies. What I mean is I don't go see them very often. So, like, and we're gonna talk about it too, the movie. But my thing with movies, like the last kind of biopic or like whatever you want to call it that I'd seen was Iron Claw. And that's just because I know a lot about that, like if you know me, I'm a ridiculous fan of professional wrestling, and it is my favorite thing other than like hockey and music. It's like in comic books, like I love professional wrestling. It is my number one fandom, I'd say. So, and I know the most about that. I know more about that than anything else, right? So I knew everything about that movie, every character in it, every promotion, everything. And it got things wrong, and it had things that were inconsistent and were kind of weird and funky. And I was like, if I go see, but I understood everything that was being said, and I knew every character like involved, every person. I was like, if I go see this movie, I'm not gonna really know what's going on for most of it. I feel like, and the reason why, not that I'm not a huge MJ fan, you guys know that. If you like, I have Off the Wall and Thriller on vinyl, but I was like, and I've been listening to MJ since I was a little kid. Like I got Thriller on a CD when I was like a little kid. That's the only CD I've ever bought in my whole life, but I still have it. But the point was that when it comes to like his concerts and stuff, I haven't really seen any of them because the only musician that I'm like really, knowledgeable on is Morrissey and the Smiths. you know, and all his stuff he did after the Smiths and everything like that. Like, I've seen a lot of his stuff, and I've listened to like every song he's ever made, basically. So, you know, and John Coltrane is another person that I know a lot about. I really love David Bowie, but I haven't listened to every record he's made. I'll be honest, but I do love David Bowie. That's like my Mount Rushmore of musicians, personally, is MJ, Bowie, Coltrane, and Morrissey. Um, that's mine, and I have a lot of their records on vinyl, you know. But I got like three. I got like three Coltranes. I need to get more. I only have two Bowies at the moment. I only have one Smiths record, which is a shame. I got four Michael Jacksons. But anyway, point is that I was like, cause I didn't even know the Pepsi thing happened when I watched that movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna act like I know everything about this guy. I'm not. I've always loved his music, but I'm not gonna act like I've seen every music video and I've heard every song and everything like that. Like, I had never even listened to the entirety of Bad until I bought it on vinyl. You know, dude, this is easily his best record to me. Like, Thriller is amazing, and I've listened to that album like 15,000 times. But, dude, this is by far my favorite record by MJ. It's not even close. I love everything about it. I love the songs on this one, like Bad, Liberian Girl is so good, Man in the Mirror, Smooth Criminal, man, that's my favorite music video by him for sure. And then Dirty Diana, dude, oh my gosh, that song's good. Leave Me Alone, which isn't on this record, is one of his best songs. Like, it just is. It is so good. Yeah, dude, this album is just really good. This is my favorite vinyl I've ever owned and listened to. Ziggy Stardust is up there, but man, when I listened to this one, I was just blown away at how good it sounded. And it's got like the coolest album cover maybe ever. I don't think this is like Aladdin Sane, which I also own, is really cool. But dude, and then London Calling as well is a really good one. I don't have that on vinyl. I need to get it, but that one's a beauty. But this is so sick. Like, this is so sick. So I love this. I love this record. I love everything about this record. I've been binge watching like every music video. Like, I've just been obsessed with him, dude. I changed my dang wallpaper, my phone, to the dang Super Bowl thing. Like, I love this guy. He is awesome. So we're gonna talk about the movie in a little bit. I also went and got Dangerous, which I haven't listened to yet, but I'm really excited to listen to this because I've never heard any songs off of this album, like, at all. So I'm really excited about that one. I've heard Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad, or the first two I've heard 1,000 times. I've listened to certain songs off of Bad a lot. I have not heard a single song off of Dangerous ever, so I'm really looking forward to that one. Okay, then I also got this one off of Mondo Studios. I got this for like $30, which is insane. My last video was literally me talking about this movie in tremendous depth. Michael Giacchino is like easily one of my favorite composers. I think John Williams is probably my favorite. And then I think Hans Zimmer is probably my second favorite. But I do really love Michael Giacchino, and his Batman soundtrack is just so dang good. I've heard it 15 bajillion times, and it's a really, really good record. That one's got a green, a red, and a black vinyl inside of it. And then Dangerous is silver vinyls, but I haven't even listened to it yet. I'll do a review on it when I listen to it, but right now I haven't heard it, so I'm not going to talk about it yet. Anyway, there's all those done. I'm going to go put these up. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about this book that I read this month. And then we're going to talk about the Michael movie, and then we're going to wrap this one up. All right, they finally stopped doing it in here. They're doing it in my room now, so outside my window. So I switched locations. We're going to talk about the Superman, the art, and making of the film. I read this book. I bought this when it came out. I pre-ordered it, and it was really fun. So we're going to talk about this movie. I haven't seen it since it came out, so I'm kind of like, it's been a while. I'm a big Superman guy. You guys all know that. He is my favorite superhero. I think I left my phone. It's fine. No, it's in my pocket. He is my favorite superhero. You guys know that. But I got this book. I finally read it. It took me forever to read it, but I finally read it. And we're going to talk about, I also watched all 5 of the original Superman movies and Superman Returns. When I say 5, that's what I mean. With my mom, because we're doing Smallville, which I've also talked about. And I was like, we're at the beginning of season 6 when he gets when Clark gets sent into the Phantom Zone. He's about to fight Zod. I was like, my mom hasn't seen the Superman movies since he was a little kid, so we should do the original Superman movies. So we did that. So I'm going to talk about Superman 1, 2, 3, 4 Returns, and then we're going to talk about this movie, this book, and then we're going to wrap. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about Michael as well, and then we're going to wrap it up. So, I guess I could just show you guys stuff from this while we're talking. I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was super fun. It had a lot of information. I have not seen the documentary thing yet, like the behind the scenes thing, because I know that exists. I love this artwork, by the way. This is like so cool looking. This one, so sick. I wasn't huge on Creature Commandos, to be 100% for real, but I just really enjoy that artwork. Here's Action Comics #1, which has I think it's isn't it Action Comics 1? Yeah. Which has, they actually reference that in Superman Returns, which is really cool. Here's some Frank Quietly artwork from All-Star Superman, which is nice. I actually own that comic book. I need to do a video on that, dude. Like, on my comic books, I have a ton of Superman books, a ton of Batman books. I really should do a video on all the comic books that I have. I've done a couple of those. Like, I talked about X-Men. I talked about a couple of books, but I haven't gone super in-depth into that yet. But maybe I will one day. Anyway, Superman 1 is my favorite comic book movie that I have ever seen, personally. I've talked about this. When I read the comic book, like the Superman 78 comic book that came with the vinyl that I have, I talked about how that's my favorite Superman movie and how much my favorite comic book movie. I have the poster on my wall of that film. InArt is making a 6-scale figure of him that I cannot wait to get. It's probably going to be really hard to find, especially the Christopher Reeve. It's probably going to be like the Clark Kent is going to be really hard to find. But dude, I want that thing so bad. It's not even funny. I want this one too, the corn sweat I really want too, but I would just, like, that's a grail piece for me, the Reeve one, because it's my favorite comic book movie, and I would love to have that as a figure. I have the BVS Superman, the Henry Cavill, which is really cool. Which I think they're also about to make a Man of Steel. Also, look at how, I didn't even realize that his dog, Ozu, like James Gunn's dog, was that similar. When I saw that picture, I thought that was Crypto. I was like, holy, it's like the same dog. It's really crazy how real Crypto looks in this movie. Like, it really does look just like his real dog. It's kind of insane. Also, look at that. That's so sick, dude. That's the kind of stuff I love in movies. Like, that's why Iron Man 1 is so good to me, because every suit is real. Like, basically, like they built the Mark 1, they built the Mark 2, they built the Mark 3, and you can tell, and they feel so real, and it's just so tactile, and it's awesome. So I love how much practical stuff is in this movie. That was something that I enjoyed. Like, you saw how awesome the Fortress of Solitude set was. That was awesome. Anyway, but Superman 1 is my favorite comic book movie ever, right? So I was watching it again, and when I watched it, my favorite scene in that film is the first like 30 minutes, and then you get to the stuff with Jonathan Kent, and Clark is talking to Jonathan, and they uh, have the scene where Jonathan has the heart attack and dies, and he's kind of he's talking to Clark, and he's telling him like, "You're here for a reason, and that's not to score touchdowns, right?" And I've just always loved that scene. Like my dad passed away young, so that scene always hit me, and every time I watch it, I cry. The scene with him saying like, "Oh, even with all my powers, I couldn't save him," and the music, dude, the John Williams score. I've talked about this 15,000 times. The John Williams Superman score is my favorite movie score ever, and I've listened to it a ton. I have it on vinyl. I love it, and it's so special, and that it just makes that movie so good. Like, I think that's one of the reasons that movie's so good. Like, I mean, look at Star Wars, right? If you watch Star Wars without the John Williams theme and the score, it would suck. You know what I mean? That movie would be terrible. But the score makes that movie. And it's the same thing with Superman. Like it would still be a fun movie, but the score is what makes that movie. And that's just how powerful the John Williams is. Like that's how powerful Hans Zimmer is. That's how powerful Michael Giacchino is. Like all these other composers. That's how powerful Alan Silvestri or whoever it is, right? Elliot Goldenthal, Howard Shore, whoever it is. That's the importance of music in movies is very strong. I think a soundtrack makes a movie for me personally, and when a movie or a show doesn't have a good soundtrack, it kills it for me. So yeah, or like Danny Elfman or whoever. Anyway, but my point is that Superman 1, the soundtrack is perfect, the casting is perfect, the acting is perfect. Reeve is the best Superman ever for me. His Clark Kent is just outstanding and is excellent, and I really love it. I think Corn Sweat is getting close. I think personally he's probably the second best. He's not my second favorite. Like my Reeve is the best, but my favorite is Brandon Routh personally, which I know is weird. People don't probably agree with that statement. I really love that character. Like him becoming Kingdom Come Superman is really cool to me, and because I love that comic book, it's one of my favorite books ever, and I've read it a ton, and the Alex Ross artwork and everything, and I really enjoy it. So that's just my opinion. I've talked about this as well, but Superman 2, I'm a Donner Cut guy personally. I think the Donner Cut is better than the original. The original's still good. It had all the goofy, stupid stuff in it. The cellophane symbol, him kissing Lois, making her forget, and all that stuff. But it's still got really good scenes in it that aren't in the Donner Cut, like the stuff at Niagara Falls or jumping in the water, all the stuff in the hotel room. Like, there's some really good scenes in that movie that aren't included in the Donner Cut. That's why I think you should watch both of them. I think they both have elements that make them good. I just think the Donner Cut is better, and it has better scenes, and I think the relationship and the kind of character beats with Lois and Clark and Lois and Superman, and there's a lot more emotion involved in my opinion, and I think the Donner Cut is better, but I still really do enjoy, and it cuts all the stupid stuff out. It's like for me, if you know me, I love Batman Forever. Like it is, to me, it's so underrated, and it's one of my favorite Batman movies. And if you watch a fan edit with all the deleted scenes added in, and it cuts the dumb stuff out, it's so good to me. I think it's great. And that's kind of my feeling toward the Donner Cut. It's like the Batman Forever, the Schumacher cut of Batman Forever. It's like, it's so much better. So I feel the same way about the Donner Cut personally. Now, Superman 3, I've always thought was underrated. Superman 1 is the best one. Superman 2 is the most rewatchable. It's the most fun. Or sorry, it's the most rewatchable. It's got a lot of action. It's got a lot of really good character beats. I think Superman 3 is the most fun one you can watch. It is so fun. And it's crazy because when you go from 3 to Returns is so boring, and so lame. But 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 3 is so fun because it's got like all the Gus Gorman stuff, and it's got um like all the stuff with like evil Superman and Clark fighting himself, and all the scenes with Lana Lang, and it's just so fun. It's so good. That was another reason why I wanted to do Superman 3, because it has Annette O'Toole in it as Lana Lang, and she's Martha Kent in Smallville, and I thought that would be cool for my mom to see that. So, yeah. Anyway, but I think Superman 3 is ridiculously underrated, just like I think Superman Returns is or just like I think Batman Forever is underrated. I think Superman 3 is super underrated. It's very fun. I think it's a really good movie. It's not great by any means, but I think it's really fun, and it's got really good scenes in it. I love Lana in it. I love Reeve in it. It's the best Reeve's ever looked. Maybe Superman 4, I'll be honest. I forgot how good he looked in the fourth one. Like, I've always known he looked amazing in the third one because he's just so much bigger, and like he's older, and he looks so good in that movie, especially when he's evil and he's got the kind of 5 o'clock shadow, and like he looks incredible like that. But man, he looks good in Superman 4. Like, I've always thought Christopher Reeve was like ridiculously handsome, but he looks really good in Superman 4. I don't know if it's just because he's older or what it is, but man, he's awesome in that movie. I love Christopher Reeve. So, yeah. Superman Returns, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. The deleted scene at the beginning that they cut out, like, cost $1 million and they didn't include it, where he's in the ship, he's got the white suit, he's in the ship, he's going to find Krypton, is like my favorite scene in that movie, and they cut it out. I don't know why they cut it out. There's some Bellic Evely artwork. One of my favorite comic books I've ever read. I actually wanted to get a tattoo of that personally. That was the first tattoo I ever wanted, was a Bellic Evely Supergirl, and I ended up not doing that, and I got Superman #1 instead, which was a good idea. But yeah. Anyway, I do love that book though. It's an amazing book. I cannot wait for the movie. I can't even go see it though because I'm gonna be in Camp Sill in Oklahoma when that movie comes out. Or no, sorry, I'm actually going to be in a mission trip in New Mexico for that when that comes out. That's in the summer. But after that, like, I can't go see Clayface. I can't go see none of that, dude. It sucks because I'm going to be at Basic, and then I'm going to go straight to AIT after that. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to see Doomsday, which is a real bummer. But anyway, I think you get Christmas off. So I heard one of my recruiters, or one of my sergeants at one of my drills say that you can get Christmas off. I don't know if that's true or not. I would assume, especially during AIT, you could probably do it. During Basic, probably not, but during AIT, I would assume you could probably get Christmas off. But I might honestly just take it just to go see Doomsday. I'm not even lying. But anyway, so with Superman Returns, I think Brandon Routh is an incredible actor. He's awesome in that film. I think Kevin Spacey does a good job. But the writing isn't amazing. I mean, it's not bad. There's just no fighting. There's no Superman punching anybody, and it's like, this is boring, you know? And it's long as heck. It's like 2.5 hours long. I can see why they cut the opening scene out, to be honest, because it's so long. But yeah, dude, he doesn't throw a punch at anybody, and then he gets stabbed in the back by Lex with kryptonite. You have to watch Superman get beat up for like 5 minutes and, you know, almost drown, and it's like, this is terrible. This is awful. Like, who wants to watch that? And then Lex doesn't even get his comeuppance. You don't even get to see Superman punch Lex in the face or something, or like arrest him. You don't even get to see that. It's so unsatisfying. That's the best word I can use. It's so unsatisfying, you know. And then Man of Steel was just the complete opposite, where it's just Superman. The whole movie is him punching, which is fun, but the writing is terrible, you know. And it's like, this isn't even Superman anymore. It's just, I don't even know who, you know. But anyway, we won't get into that. I didn't even rewatch Man of Steel, but yeah. I love Cavill as an actor. I think he's incredible casting for that character, but the writing of Man of Steel to me is atrocious. It's visually, it's amazing. The soundtrack is absolutely beautiful. Like the Man of Steel soundtrack is an amazing soundtrack. But dude, I love the suit. I like everything about that movie visually and auditorily. I think it's amazing. But man, the writing is not good. And the Amy Adams and Cavill, they have no chemistry. Like there's nothing there. Like Brosnahan and Corn Sweat is amazing. Like Kidder and Reeves is unreal. But dude, this junk with Amy Adams and Cavill, I never saw it. I never liked it. I always thought it was bad. It never got any better either. I don't think personally. Even in like Justice League, I just don't think it got any better. But anyway, that's enough of that. That's the one book I've done. I also got a bunch of hockey books that I'm reading, so we might go over one of those one day when I finish it. If I finish it in time, I might not, because I only have to the 30th, and it's the 4th right now, so I don't know. Anyway, on to Michael. We're gonna keep this pretty short, because this is getting long as heck. I thought it was really good. I don't know why people hate on that one. It's gotten a lot of kind of bad reviews, and I don't really understand it because I loved it. I thought Jafar was just unbelievable. If he doesn't win something for this movie, that don't make any sense to me. He was amazing in this movie, like everything. His singing, his movement, his voice. The makeup was really good in this movie. The costumes were really good in this movie. I loved it. I really did. I thought it was great. I loved the writing. I had a great time with it. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really know how you could watch that movie and not like it if you like MJ, if you like his music. I had a great time with it. I really did. It was also very informative. Like, if you don't know that much about him, like I did, I didn't know that a lot about this movie I didn't even know it happened. I didn't know any of this stuff about his dad. I didn't even know what Neverland was. Like, I'll be 100%. My mom had to tell me about that. But that was really fascinating. And then, like, the stuff with, like, MTV and all that, and, like, the Pepsi commercial. Like, I didn't know any of this stuff. Him wearing wigs. Like, I didn't know any of this stuff, so it was really fascinating. It was a really awesome experience, and I loved it. And my theater isn't even that good, and I saw it in kind of a sucky one. And even in that sucky theater, I thought, this is great. Like, I had a really good time with it. So, yeah, I can't complain. Like, I loved it. I really did. So, it's a highly recommended film for me. Like, I like, especially if you like him, or like even if you don't and you're only kind of semi familiar with his stuff, it will make you want to watch his music videos and listen to his music. Like, I literally bought 2 vinyls just because I watched that movie. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. I would definitely watch it though, and I can't wait for the next one because I know they're gonna do like Smooth Criminal and stuff in that one, which is my favorite video and that's my favorite song by him. So, Lady in My Life is also really good. It's super underrated. But Smooth Criminal is awesome. So that's probably just because I like the Alien Ant Farm cover. To be honest, I actually heard that first before I even heard the real one. To be honest, I probably listened to the Alien Ant Farm one more than I've heard his, but I do love that song. So yeah. Anyway, that's about it for today. I think this was a really long one. Really long. I went to my last drill that I'll go to in a long time yesterday, actually. We didn't do nothing, but yeah, I got my military ID. I think I talked about that. My cat card and like all that, and like we're good to go, dude. I'm literally leaving on this mission trip in like 3 weeks. I'm gonna be gone for 2 months, so I'm not gonna be able to make any of these for a while probably. But and then when I get back, I'll have like a couple weeks off, so maybe we can talk about stuff that happened there when I get back. And then I'm going off to basic after that. Then I'm going to AIT after that. So, yeah, dude, it's pretty nutty. When I get back from that, I feel like I'm going to be a different dude. I'm not going to hold you. Like, that's why I made this, really, because I knew that, like, beginning of the year Michael versus end of the year Michael was going to be, like, a different person. I already am a different person right now than I was when I first started this channel. So, that's, the whole point of me making this was to do that. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. I love you. Jesus loves you. And I just thank you. And just know that, dude, he has a plan for you. He's got it all worked out. I mean, he's shown me so much stuff, dude. It's not even funny. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really awesome to know that he has a plan, and he has one for you, too. Like, he really does. So, just listen to him. And if you've never heard him, and you don't even know what I'm talking about, he loves you, and if you're looking for love, he has a name, and it's Jesus Christ. So you can find him. It's not hard. I promise you, it's not hard. When you're in your lowest point, he's right there. So go find him. Like, he's right there. Anyway, you're the best. You really are. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. When I get done listening to Dangerous, we can talk about it. Bye-bye. Also, I called Jar of Flies nutshell earlier, so sorry about that. Don't roast me, please. It's Jar of Flies.